Divinyls, Desperate. 10 tracks, 35 minutes, debut studio album from the Sydney, 5-piece, released January 1983 via Chrysalis. Produced by Mark Opitz, 3 singles were released, Boys in Town, Science Fiction and Siren, taking the album to number 5 in Australia. It's worth noting there are 2 versions of this, one for Australia, one for the international market, so similar to what AC/DC did. That came about due to the success of the band's work with the Monkey Grip soundtracks. That's where it became the whole what's first, what's not, whatever else. But yeah, go on.
So obviously, Divinyls, this is Australian rock royalty on display, and it shines real bright. I don't think I've sat down and listened to this album in full since I was a teenager, to be honest.
Okay.
Divinyls were always there, but it just wasn't the kind of thing I was playing start to finish. What a fucking great album this is. I think I sent you a message that day, which I normally don't.
You're the anti-spoiler.
Yeah, I'm no spoiler before we sit down here, but I was just listening to this. I must have listened to it 4 times in a row, just going, this is just an absolute masterpiece. Chrissy Amphlett is a legend and deserves every accolade she has ever received.
That's very true.
And she certainly didn't deserve the shitstorm that the universe dealed up to her in the end.
No.
Poor girl. What a loss it was.
Inspiration
to the music
at the
industry.
same time.
Yeah, but MS and then cancer on top of it.
That's fucked.
Fuck that noise. Science Fiction is one of the best Oz rock songs ever. It's just incredible. Such a cleverly written and composed album. Lyrics are wonderful, never gets tacky, beautifully performed, and really well captured again.
Yeah.
It's just, they've done, Aussies, what was this, 1980, was it?
83, I think it was. Yeah, 83.
83, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, just great stuff. This is in Aussie pub rock folklore, deserves its place and will be there forever. I love the cover of I'll Make You Happy on here as well.
Yeah.
I mean, great song in itself, but with Chrissy's vocal cheekiness that only she could do, it was great. The whole album is short and sharp and punchy and a hell of a lot of fun. And it sits comfortably crossing genres. It's a nice pop album. Yeah. It's a great rock album. And it's got some of that punk, post-punk kind of vibe to it too. So it's pure gold. 10 out of 10.
Wow.
Highlight, Science Fiction, Only Lonely, Siren, and I'll Make You Happy.
Fucking generous this week, aren't you?
Can give me good albums, I'll give them good scores. Okay,
fine, I'll try. We'll see how we go with some of them we've got coming up in the near future. The one you've requested in particular. No spoilers, folks. Now, it's worth mentioning that we've reviewed the international version because that's what's available on the streaming services. This could also be another album that's fallen victim to certain songs being overplayed by radio in Australia now, but go past that. Very 80s sound again, but it's well balanced in the mix. Chrissy's vocals are well captured, and they got her attitude. They nailed that. She was one of a kind. You'll never see her like again.
100% attitude.
Yeah, and it's great. And you can feel that.
Yes.
The rest of the band is also presented really well. Some seriously solid sounds. This hasn't aged badly at all. It's got those 80s stamps, but the sound is really good. The stamps are more to do with the craft and the way the composition goes and the way it's played and stuff, but the actual sound is very fresh today. Yeah. This one is certainly rock, but you can also grasp their pop sensibility in this. It works well. You can see why this one did go so well. They have a knack for writing catchy songs. This, to me, puts me in mind of the Angels a little bit. Yeah. It's just something about the time frame, and Chrissy, in my mind, is almost the female answer to Doc Neeson. They're just the personality that comes through on record, not only live, but on the record. It's not many can do that, and if you wanted to compare apples and oranges, so to speak, then that's what you sort of go with, in my opinion. And I don't mean those comparisons to be as good or better than, it's just a point of reference to me and how I feel they should be regarded, is what I'm saying with those comparisons on this and the previous one. I love the male backing vocals on this. They complement Chrissy's lead really well. There's heaps of energy on this too. There's another fun listen. Good track order and diversity again. They really did pay more attention to the way an album was listened to back in the day. They've lost that knack over the years with the digital advent. You can do whatever you want with however long you want, but for the 40 to 45 minutes of vinyl, they paid attention, and I reckon we go back to that, please.
But we've also lost side A, side B.
Yeah. We need that mentality back. We need to get the new bands coming through to listen to a whole bunch of vinyl and go, this is
part
how it's
one,
supposed to
part
work.
two.
Yeah. Because it's actually the psychology behind the listening of it. It's actually really important, and how much you got to sit through and how much of the same thing you got to sit through. These guys did a good job on that front. It also helps with the vibe shifts on this. I mentioned their pop side, but there's a bit of darkness, and you mentioned the punk side to them as well. It's actually a diverse little showcase record when you get down to it. Plenty of rock, but also lots of doors opened, which would allow for things to go the way they did later in their career. Yeah. I love the attitude and swing this. It's got a nice rumble about it at times as well. Not as high as you. I gave it a 7.5 out of 10.
What?
Yep. My score, not yours. Boys in Town, Elsie, Take a Chance, and I'll Make You Happy with my standouts.
Okay.
So check it out for yourselves and let us know what you think.